Allow me to worship Chukwukika Biama on behalf of the entire family listening right across the length and breadth of this very planet. All of you who are ordained, all of you who are destined to perform wonders, I welcome all of you. Now, I will present you to Chukwukika Biama in heaven. Therefore, our Father who resideth in heavens above, looking down upon the pain and the suffering of your children, as was foretold by those who has gone before us, that a day will come when the world will gang up, when all the children of darkness will congregate to prevail against your children. That time is now. We are in pain. We are in so much suffering that man cannot begin to comprehend it. We ask for your mercy. We ask for you to come and present and provide a way where there is none. We ask you, Chukwukika Biama, we came amaranime ndomugine the Ipob. No beni ne di chiche. We beni ne owasotur. Keep imagine belegi beat obaso ha. Uposi ne kendo ha. Okwaso sweli igwe. We call upon you this evening. The vultures are congregating. The saboteurs are rising up. We are beginning to identify them. And we are dealing with them. We ask you to give us the strength. We ask you for courage. We ask you for every ounce of determination and resoluteness. Make us as hard as steel, as only you can do. Baptize us in your word, in your knowledge, in your truthfulness, and in your strength. Make it impossible for our enemies to come close to us. Destroy them before they come very close. We will be tempted, of course. Our defenses will be tried without a shadow of a doubt. Sometimes there may be breaches, but in the end we prevail because that is your word and that is your promise. This evening we hold on resolutely to that very command of yours. Your own spoken word. The word that you gave to your children when you said to them that they should not worship any idol, they should not bow before any graven image. We have made mistakes in our lives. We have bowed before European idols. We have done everything but worship you in truth and honesty. But now, having realized the errors of our ways, we present ourselves before you, that you may do with us as you please. So it was prayed thousands of years ago. That same prayer will re-echo because we are nothing without you. We are nothing without you. We can have the best defenses in the whole world. We can procure the finest anti-jamming equipment available. But it is you that will defend your inheritance. You will defend Biafra. You know that we are honest and truthful people. You know that we preach this gospel in the knowledge that your children must be free in the land of the living. That they may go back and worship you in Zion as they have done thousands of years ago. This is our prayer, now and always, because we are your children. You can't abandon us to the forces of evil and darkness. That is not your will. And it can never be. That is why today, tomorrow and always, as you have called us to undertake this very monumental and epic task, as you have determined that your word must be preached in the land, that very land you gave to our ancestors thousands of years ago, so shall it be done in our lifetime. Allow us to be worthy to serve thee. Chukwu Biama, allow us to be considered worthy to serve you. You know we speak the truth. Our enemies are liars. They are cheats and they are killers. They are bloodthirsty bastards, all of them. All of them bar none. They have brought their lies to bear upon all their dealings. Their tongue is very spiteful. against those of them who are righteous before your sight. Please don't allow shame to befall your children. Don't allow shame to befall your name, because we answer your name, we bear your name. That is why today we make this very prayer in the sure knowledge that Biafra will be restored as your own kingdom upon the face of the earth. That you will be worshipped every blessed day of our lives, as our children will do, and so will their children. Until time everlasting we have prayed in your name. Ise.
This is my message to the world from my broken soul. We keep walking down the road. They killed our mothers, fathers, and our sons. We are light, we are the lights of the world. We come from the land of the rising sun. Every single day we keep rising up. No matter what they do, we are never giving up. This is my message to the world. Embrace Biafra. Embrace redemption. We shall win in the end. This is my message to the world. Embrace our freedom. Embrace our victory. We shall win in the end. We are stars, we are the greatest stars. No matter where we go, we rise to the sky. All around the world, we see greatness in the sight. Every day and night, we struggle for our lives. We are one, we are the chosen ones. Hypocrisy is the one to give us victory. Bring us back to the land, flowing with big honey. Breaking all the chains and pain of slavery. This is my message to the world. Embrace Biafra. Embrace redemption. We shall win in the end. This is my message to the world. Embrace our freedom. Embrace our victory. We shall win in the end. This is my message to the world. We are coming, we are coming, we are not alone. We are fighting, fighting with the power of love. Forever and ever we shall reign in the world. This is my message to the world. Embrace Biafra. Embrace Biafra. Embrace redemption. Embrace redemption. We shall win in the world. Embrace our freedom. Embrace our victory. We shall win in the end. This is my message to the world. We are coming, we are coming, we are not alone. We are fighting, fighting with the power of love. Forever and ever we shall reign in the world.
Once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscious people wherever you are all over the world, I will say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you good night, depending on time zone. Of course, this is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Radio Biafra London, in accord by the Deputy Leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, MAZI Kafomefo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State. In Anambra State is Biafra land. Is the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. And of course, he is standing on the deputizing capacity on behalf of our Supreme Leader Mazena Dioku Kano, the Prince of Afari Beku, heir to the throne of Ibeku Kingdom, the one and the only man who stood up to speak for the collective interests of the Biafran people for almost 6 decades now. He is from Afari Beku. Afari Beku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State. And Abia State is Biafra land. And by the grace of Chukwuki Kabiam, I remain George ONYIBE. I am from Abo. Abo is in Delta State. and Delta State is Biafra land. And of course, we must move ahead to acknowledge the Creator, Chukwukike, the one who sits in heaven and presides over the affair of man. For in the end, he is the one who has set our feet upon this path that we must follow. And so in my humble way, I say to him this morning, Ani na jage mao, nihi na imara mai, ehonanya ene nage, ubiomage, ojuru anyanya dadio, inwege mbangwe, odi onye idikage, ebu alfa no meka, ani nine na jage mao. Yes, once again, I welcome you to this morning's segment. Without wasting much of our time, we shall be going into our topic this morning, which is simply titled, Why We Must Fight to Restore Biafra. The quest to restore Biafra. The need and the desire to ensure that the sovereign state of Biafra is restored, not actualized, cannot be overemphasized. It's not an issue to be discussed. There is no two ways about it. When we say we are here to restore Biafra, we are not actually asking for opinion on what we should do. Do we manage Nigeria? Do we restructure Nigeria? Do we have just have Biafra? No. Because by the time we begin to consider certain matters of utmost importance as concerns us as a people, it is only if we are normal that we will continue agitating for the restoration of Biafra. But of course, if we are in sin and we are not normal, and then we begin to think about restructure, and all other nonsense things they normally tell you in the Nigerian setting. And no genuine human being across the globe, alive or even dead, will support one Nigeria. The truth cannot be overemphasized. There is an adage in my place that and as far as we are concerned, Nigeria has poured a lot of eja inside our ufi. It's no longer hidden. It is no longer hidden. Their nonchalant attitude towards us is embarrassing, and it has gotten to the height where somebody have to respond. And believe me, that is why we are here. Not to conquer Yoruba, not to conquer Hausa, not to conquer anybody, but simply to ensure that as it were in the beginning, that it might be also the same way in the end. Why we must fight to restore Biafra. Once and for all, let us tell ourselves the truth. Do we truly appreciate the way we've been handled in Nigeria as Biafrans? I want you to be sincere. As a Biafran, are you truly satisfied the way you're being handled in Nigeria? I reflect about what Ojo Okalo said some time ago. He insulted IPOB and said we don't have sense. He went ahead to say that politicians are using us. Who idiot is that politician in Nigeria that can use us? Of course, there are some people in IPOB that Nigerian idiot politicians can use. But in our right mind, in our rightful sense, every Nigerian politician is going to hellfire. Who idiot is that politician? And then if everything we are doing here is because of one politician, Nigerian politician, and then all of us should burn in hell, and all of us will burn in hell. But we are not here for any politician. I, as a person, am not here for any idiot politician. But of course, the idiot politicians can repent and then join this struggle. Of course, those of them from Biafra extraction. And then once and for all, let us liberate the next generation. Today, Ojo Okalo actually said, Nigeria is good, Nigeria is bad, Nigeria is good to him. May he serve his 12 years, uninterrupted 12 years. And then when we are in Biafra, we will still be Nigerian serving. Because Nigeria must remain for Yoruba and our Saful and you. After we are gone, Nigeria will still remain for them. They shall have a cordial relationship with British government. Idiots everywhere. Let's tell ourselves the truth. As Biafran listening to me, certainly you do not like the sound of my voice. Certainly you believe we would have done things more politely. But let's tell ourselves the truth. At the end of the day, as you are sitting on your bed or you're walking about your lawful activity, as we are talking this very moment, let's think about it. You see, I hate hypocrisy. I hate hypocrisy. The World Bank is telling you Nigeria may plunge into recession, into austerity measure because Nigeria is feeding less than $1 a day. Who the hell feed with $1 a day in Nigeria? That should have been politician, I must say. We're feeding with less than a cent here in Biafra land. And then idiots are deceiving you. Oh, Nigeria be feeding with $1 a day. And then you would have been very generous if Nigerians has that. The politicians are being paid almost 30 or 130 million naira annually. Without that, what do you call it? And then they are busy debating the law that will enable them pay you 30,000. 30,000 that can't even pay your house rent. And then you are telling me you are a civil servant because you go to one useless Yoruba church, you don't have sense again. And you're still telling you're going to do this one. I'm not talking to Yoruba and Hausa Fulani. I'm talking to you Biafrans who don't know what is obtainable and what is at stake in a time like this. But no matter what you do, no matter how you want to complicate the issue of Biafra restoration, we must get our land. We are moving forward. Anytime Nigeria come out and call us useless name, we're very happy because it makes us understand that we are doing something. Imagine if they have not said we are terrorists. And then maybe we are not getting it right. After all, Nelson Mandela was called a terrorist by one idiot called Margaret Thatcher, Roland Linda, and other idiots from Britain. And so they are kind. Maybe they've not manufactured the grammar that would have made them call us a more horrible name. But like I said, we need to understand, why must we fight for Biafra to be restored? These are the things we need to begin to ask. Must we begin to want one Nigeria? Let's build our one Nigeria. Let's try and amend Nigeria. Let us try and do. Some things are not acceptable. World Bank, IMF, all of them, they are the one who is impoverishing us. Now I see people come out and say, Nigeria, Africa most populous nation, Nigeria very rich, Nigeria, and I begin to wonder, is it this Nigeria or another one? Is it this Nigeria? But of course, all these Hulubalo you people are concerned is going to be boomerang. I must tell you the truth. Let's tell ourselves the truth. It's just as simple as that. And maybe we'll begin to wake up and think positively.
For former governor. The former governor gets 6 new cars every 3 years. Even if he's opening a car shop, deputy gets 3 or 5 cars every 3 years. The former governor gets a house in Lagos and in Abuja. Any place of his choice. Why the deputy gets a house in Lagos only? Free medical care for the governor, this deputy, and their families for life. They are also entitled to cooks, steward, gardeners, and domestic staffs, all pensionable. Worst of all, 300% of annual basic salaries every 2 years as furniture allowance for the governor and his deputy. Also, 100% of annual basic salaries as house maintenance allowance. The house you build, you still maintain it for them. 2 DSS officials, 1 female officer, of course, for madam, and 8 policemen. No wonder there are none left to guard the rest of us. Deputy governor gets 1 DSS operatives, 2 policemen. And then, listen to this also. 25% of annual salaries for personal assistance. They must get personal assistance. 30% of annual basic salaries as car maintenance. So those 6 cars, you still maintain them for them, in spite of what they had taken while in office. 20% of annual basic salary also as utility allowance, no name. Pensionable drivers, no limit to the numbers. And finally, severance benefits, like 300%. Despite all this, some of these former governors still turn the Senate into a retirement home, while others are ministers, all drawing salaries in spite of these pensions. Unfortunately, the entitlements they enjoy are far more than what political office holders in developed and rich countries enjoy. More of why we will continually remain a developing country. You can't close your eyes to this ugly trend and pretend to fight corruption. It's impossible. We almost realize that we are the ones in opposition in Nigeria and not the political office holders in either APC or PDP. And we can't build a strong and virile country where public institutions work by emptying the state treasury to take care of a few who govern the state for a maximum of 8 years, while those that served the states during their youthful years for 35 years are dying by stomach for lack of pension. My advocacy today would be, if we remove the houses in Lagos and Abuja, the 300 and 100% of annual basic for furniture allowances and house maintenance allowance, cut down the number of cars to 2 per 5 years and reduce the number of policemen to just 2, we would have saved enough to fund or fix some of these dilapidated roads and abandon public hospitals.
But the truth cannot be emphasized. When some people around the world are asking us, what are your governors saying? What are your senators saying? What are the idiots in power saying? Can anybody tell me why the reason why most of these idiots and criminals in power will ever want Nigeria to be divided? And those of you on Facebook, the picture of the quack or the shark you are seeing is Niger Delta. The land where you have most of the highest oil and gas deposits around the world. This is how it looks like. That is the street of Niger Delta. This is Biafra land where you have oil. They said it's 3rd largest oil producing zoo in the world, coming from this region. Idiots are telling us, hey, let's return Nigeria. But all those politicians, animal in the corridor of power, you think with all this girlfriend allowance, shoemaker allowance, every allowance, Igbo smoking allowance, good smoking allowance, you think they are going to tell you to let's divide Nigeria? And when you people are doing what you are doing, you're trying to hide the narrative. BBC is there trying to video a policeman vehicle that was born, but they are not videoing how many people that were killed in Ojofor's house. But all of you, your disgrace, we know no man. We can assure you this. But let this be an opinion pool for all of us Biafran. Let's be sincere to ourselves. Do we really think we have to leave this Nigeria? Let's be sincere. Let us be sincere. We have to ask ourselves the following question. Did we really commit an unpardonable sin in Nigeria to be hated cruelly by those who were supposed to be part of the same one Nigeria with us? The Yorubas on daily basis, they exhibit their hatred for our people. They exhibit their hatred for our people. On daily basis, they exhibit their hatred for us. But yet they are the one advocating, it's our one Nigeria, we have to do our one Nigeria, and are we talking about the Fulanis? Can anybody tell me that the Yoruba love them? Forget about if your mother is a Yoruba, that is your business. Forget about if you are Remonsi Yoruba. If you let the love of your mother want you to threaten the very existence of your father, you are idiot. We will purge all of you. They shall be purging in Biafra land. Make no mistake about that. Make amends while you have the time. Because some of you who have a Yoruba mother or your wife is a Yoruba idiot, some of you idiot. You are trying to bend us to love Yoruba, but you know they don't love us. Can somebody tell me as a Biafran that these people love us? The answer is no. Nigeria hit us with passion. I was watching a comedy online. Just a few hours before I came online, on air. Though it's a comedy, but they just tell you how Nigerians behave. They went to hellfire. And therefore was even complaining. Angel, come and see Igbo man is selling fire extinguisher inside hellfire. He want to quench all the whole fire. Everybody is laughing. But this is how bad it can become. You may say Nigeria, Igbo man, you shit Igbo man. Some idiot Igbo man don't know what is happening. I want us to be sincere with ourselves. You, Ijo man, you, Akwa Ibom man, you, anything you call yourself inside Biafra. But as a Biafra man, do you think we have committed an unpardonable sin for Nigerian and her counterparts to hate us with cruel hatred? Have we committed any sin? I want us to let's say the truth. Are we treated equally in Nigeria? Before it used to be like third class citizen. But now it's not third class. You are not even a citizen of Nigeria. You are not, as a Biafran, you are not a citizen of Nigeria. Very soon you will know. Are you treated equally as a Nigeria? Before our very eye, Abuja was built for Hausa people. Before our very eye, Lagos was built for Yoruba people. Where did they build for Biafran people? And somebody is going to tell me Port Harcourt. Can you point out a single building in Port Harcourt that is evidence of federal government trying to develop River State? Or is it the one we built by ourselves? I want you to tell me the truth, you governors. Both the idiot governors, senators, and the original one. You to be sincere. Are we treated equally? You're not idiots. Look at retired governors in the floor of the Senate. Can you truly say that we are being treated equally? I thought every man was to be judged based on the level of the achievement. And when I remember the words of Martin Luther King Jr., he said, I have a dream that one day in America, every boy, child, girl, child, men, and women will be equal before the law. And then we will not be judged by the content, by the color of our skin, but by the content of our character. That dream is here to be fulfilled. When Obama, idiot, entered there, some people have Martin Luther King dream has expired. Obama was a puppet. He was a clown, an idiot, and never served the purpose of the black. America, you know today, is not where everybody is equal. They are still being judged by the color of their skin, not by the content of their character. That is why no matter who you are in America as a black, if you don't respect yourself, you will end up in jail. The same way as idiot of Biafra land. If you don't respect yourself, you will end up in jail. That is what they do. And some of you are going to say, well, they have been finally released. They know what they are doing. Oh, Mokoko. They know what they are doing. But let us tell ourselves the truth. Are we treated equally here? Agbudu everywhere. If the answer to these questions is no. That indeed we are not being treated equally in this Nigeria. Indeed, our people are going through on presidential, I don't know the grammar to use. And then we need to begin to fight to make sure we liberate the next generation from this zoo, this prison called Nigeria. We must fight because something is certainly wrong. Let us remind ourselves about some of these occurrences to see if Nigerian state truly reserve the right, justifiable to do to us most of the things they are doing to us. Let us consider, let's re-examine, let's cross-examine what Nigeria is doing to us to see if they are justifiably, if they reserve the right to do to us what they are doing to us. You see, we have suffered to the extent that we get used to suffering, but not for very long. Number one, Nigeria has never come to the rescue of any Biafran where you attack, where you act with external aggression anywhere in the world. Since I was born till today, I have never seen Nigeria pick up a case of a Biafran person against a particular country, as far as I can remember. Today, millions of our people will die, Biafrans will die in Saudi Arabia. When you want to kill a Yoruba or Fulani Hausa, then Nigeria will speak up and say, no, these people did not commit any crime. But once it's a Biafra man, they fasten the killing. Who would believe that Oka is sentenced in South Africa and Nigeria made it possible? And some idiot are telling, we got to build one Nigeria. Can you tell me anywhere we are facing aggression as a Biafran in the world where Nigeria will support us? But rather they are the one that goes there to tell them to attack us. Buhari, the day he discussed with the Malaysian government and said, don't you see how these people are spraying money? They just come to your country, before you know they turn to millionaires. From that day, Malaysian government start killing Biafrans indiscriminately. Nigerian went to South Africa. When they left, you hear xenophobia. All of you are listening to us. Osibanjo went to America and saw one idiot from America some months ago. That should be early this year. Ask Osibanjo, what did he go to do? He went to report Biafrans. And some idiots are listening to them. Why don't you make the issue of Nigeria prudential? And then everybody associating with Nigeria would have been disgraced by now. We pretend to fight corruption, but our actions is corruption in personification. We pretend we want justice for the world, but yet we are the injustice in personification. But whatever you do, understand Nigeria is a done deal, dissolved, dismembered, obliterated from the face of the planet Earth. Nothing more, nothing less. Nigerian has never come out to challenge any aggression against Biafrans anywhere in the world. Never. And what I do not understand is most of the corrupt agency of most of this country, as reputable as America is, FBI is even reducing their standard. We have seen your type. Oh, we want to investigate Alain Onyema, some Igbo man steal money. So please come out and help us fight corruption in Nigeria. Because Nigeria are the only president in the world who travel around the world, begin to tell them, my people are useless, my people are foolish, my people are hopeless, my people are indisciplined. Only Nigerian leaders say so. If you see the way they talk to us, you will not have regard for us. But some of you want us to address them as human beings. When I call them idiot, it's because I still look for good name to call them. Buhari, before he passed on, he has traveled the whole world in 1 year. What is he doing? He's a clueless man. He's buying gun. Because all their target, all the greatest achievement of Nigeria is killing one Igbo man. Just kill one Igbo man, then they are fulfilled. And everywhere he managed to land to service his jet, because he's a rolling stone, gallivanting everywhere in the world before he died. And then maybe those countries want to show him a little respect. And they say, yes, what is the situation of Nigeria? The next thing you hear, they begin to sing, according to Fela, my people are useless, my people are foolish, my people are hopeless, my people are indisciplined. That is what Buhari and Idiabo told you. An idiot are telling us he's a man of integrity, he's an integrity man. Even the Sudanese in Aso Rock. Honestly, I want you to consider it. And the whole world will be a testament that anywhere they are attacking our people, it is the Nigerian government that asks them to do that. Sometimes they come in the guise of Nigerian community in diaspora. This Nigerian community in diaspora, we are taking record of all of you. When we are done with you people, you will understand that Amayanabo and the rest of them are actually in heaven. You can imagine Liberia now. You can imagine Guinea or Guinea. Everywhere our people have been frustrated. You can imagine our brother, Nwachi Okiki, locked up by one idiot claiming to be an organization of one Nigeria. All of you don't know what is coming. We are recording all of it. We don't hide our feeling. We don't threaten people. We tell you the truth. We go put leg for one decent trouser. All of us go put leg for one trouser very soon. Let us be sincere. Nigeria makes it difficult for us to renew our travel document outside Nigeria. I want you to look at it. I have over 30 videos. Nigerians who are in diaspora going to Nigerian embassy, anywhere the zoo embassy are around the globe, anywhere this idiot has scattered around the globe. And then they'll be crying, oh, renew my passport, they're going to deport me. They'll be laughing at you. Fulani will be laughing at you. They don't want to pay Igbo man to write for them. Yorubas are very idiot that they are busy looking for how to help them poison us. And so since there is nobody to fill the form for them, they will renew your document. You'll be there shouting, we were protesting, let them renew our license, let them renew our passport. But Americans know that Nigerian High Commissioner to America is almost the same age with Freddie Lugard. He's using walking stick. And then when Americans want to help us build Nigeria, any idiot ruling America or presiding over anywhere in America, or any idiot from Britain trying to get involved should ask question, what can these people offer? People who spend more than 20 hours of every day of their life to sleep. If America were to be organizing anything, they now invite Nigerian High Commissioner. Is that not an embarrassment? When you have Biafrans doing very well, or should I say Nigerians excelling in every level of endeavor right there in America, who can be able to create a bilateral relationship between the zoo, if there was anything like that, and the Americans that will enable each state to have regard for each other, and then there is one idiot today who don't even know his name again. Watch Nigeria ambassador to America. If you give him 5 minutes without talking to him, spit will start coming out from his mouth. Who the hell put him there? Is it American FBI? Idiots. But I want us to tell ourselves the truth now. Because this is hate speech. You're just saying the truth. It's hate speech. But it makes us go jagger. Isaiah said, how can I keep the word of the Lord in my mouth without saying it? It's like a fire in my marrow, for it will consume me. I can't. And so he ordered us and will speak. When you're trying to judge how we're addressing you, sometimes you speak grammar and say, you're using derogative language. You check your derogative action. I say, Nigerian ambassador to America, if you leave him alone without talking to him, 10 minutes, spit will start coming out from his mouth. This man is so old that he's older than George Washington and Abraham Lincoln put together. But some idiot want you to believe that, oh, this is Nigerian High Commissioner. When he's coming, his body will be more like that is exactly what they want. Queen Elizabeth is getting older. People now change her pampers for her diapers. There is a man now, the same thing. These people have access to the best medical healthcare in the world. They are not taking drugs to renew their age, but they give us a president who miraculously is now younger than even my son. Idiots. But in their mind, they will deceive us. They have the media. The world will be a witness that the Nigerian leaders, who are mostly Fulani and the Yoruba, are the ones that are making sure that they destroy our image before the global community. We all know that is what they do. That is what they do. They make a phone call and say, yes, I the president of Liberia. He say, yes, I am. And you know, you wanted to borrow money from us. You say, yes, yes, we are still working the process. It's okay. All the Biafran people, they punish them. And you begin to jump up. Sometimes to be able to cover more ground, you need to pause. We are pausing. Yes, I the president of South Africa. He said, yes, this is a representative of Nigeria. That oil pipe we are connecting to give South Africa some oil from Biafra land. If you don't do xenophobia, we will suspend the contract. There's some idiot who are being used like the same way Nigerian youth are being used in South Africa with carry cutlass. It's appalling when you ask South Africans, why is this? What is the cause of this xenophobia? And then they be saying, oh, they are carrying our girlfriend. Oh, they are taking our girlfriend. Unbelievable. And then when you question them and call them to order, do you mean they are carrying your girlfriend? Not that they are raping your... Do you mean this one you are doing xenophobia? He said, no, they have taken all the work. They are kidnapping our work, but you are lazy. I want us to tell ourselves the truth. And then maybe we begin to see the reason why we all must come together. Biafrans, you are the one I'm talking to. We must come together and fight to the end and fight to the finish, because Biafra is our only hope. Here in our land, they make it mandatory to subjugate us and emasculate us in every way imaginable or possible. Be sincere. When I look at the Atlantic Ocean that border with Biafra land, I could only imagine the seaport that we can build there. I could only imagine the kind of tourist attraction that could be set up here. Do you know Dubai owns the largest man-made island in the world? But I can assure you that the natural resources, gas and oil among others, indwelling, residing in one state in Biafra land is bigger than everything Dubai has ever had. There was an idiot somewhere in Bayelsa. They call him, is it JT Spef, the Amayanabo of Browse, the wife, the husband of Charles Day Academy, the owners of Bereton Academy, the first governor of Rivers State. Was he a terrorist governor? He had actually had a dream for Rivers State then, if we go by that. Because of that single lab project of tourism he wanted to execute in Rivers State, he was relegated to the background. But he may know, he may not know. He married a Yoruba woman, so he's an idiot somewhere, drinking kaka every morning in one island, and then waiting for his time to die. But these things, they say, no, they are harsh in their word, but your action is hard towards us. There is another idiot somewhere from Cross River. We call him Donald Duke. He tried to develop Tinapa. The life of the Cross Riverians, I hope that is how they call it, Cross Riverians, would never have been the same. But he committed a crime. How dare you develop Cross River? Today they have silenced him. But they won't listen. There is another idiot now jumping everywhere. He says his name is Rotimi Chibuike. But will he listen? He will go to jail. It's not because we like it, but sometimes let them go and receive the wages of what they have done. These people deliberately make sure that we are marginalized, we are subjugated. Anything they have to cripple us. Imagine if those seaports were functioning. Even the Opu fire now is Nigerian army that are the Opu fire now. Nigerian army are the bunkers. Is it bunker or bunker? I want you to imagine if we had international airport, at least 2 in the southeast as they call it, 2 in south as they call it. Would it have been a sin? Imagine if federal government have projects in Biafra land as they have in Lagos and Abuja. Or have you not noticed that there is no single federal government present in Biafra land? The people in the southeast cannot actually react to any injustice by holding the government ransom. But rather, vice versa, reverse is the case. If they have present in the southeast, we will shut down those companies and industry and we will bring them to order. But where are we going to shut? They are the one compelling us to believe their edict, their decree, by destroying our market. And in those of us from South as they call us, they have pipeline. They can't do without stealing. If there is any technology that enables them to steal oil invisibly, by now you will not see anywhere to hold them ransom. And that is why in the nearest future, we will blow all the whole oil. We will give them a battlefront here in the every 5 oil well in Biafra land. Bring more Fulani across Africa because it's about to start to rain. And then all of them will begin to talk. They had a choice to begin to negotiate, to dismember Nigeria and still be stealing oil if they still want to be stealing and let us go, or they should prepare to poison all of us and kill us once. After all, it will not be the first. And we do not expect it will be the last. But we can only assure you that it's not going to be the way you plan it, because kingdom rise and kingdom fall. Why are they so wicked? When I see Oji Zokalo talking, when I see a lot of idiots talking and trying to think they are talking us down, one thing comes to my mind. What does these people call us? Look at Abia State as I'm talking to you. Since they create Abia State today, it is just yesterday they are trying to build a flyover. And that flyover, some people call it center table. Do you know the whole of Abia State, they don't have flyover? And then idiot call Luke is here, while he's there talking. Our life has no value before the Nigerian people. And so we are being killed indiscriminately and extrajudicially. Do our life have value before them? One idiot plan or DSS will just stop. Hey, stop there, stop there. You stop. You say, yes, you're particular. And you now bring out your document. He's going to shoot you. Because he simply asks, give me 50 naira or give me 100 naira. Because they are now Bambiala. But you are giving them your document because you follow the law. You obtain every document, boot hacking permit hacking, button light right receipt, tinted glass receipt. But they don't give a hoot about that. They just want feedback, a gunje, bribe. Failure to do that, you will receive one bullet. Just open fire, begin to kill people indiscriminately. And to them, they want to harass us, intimidate us, and then we shut up. But we've passed that stage. Can you truly tell me that our life as Biafrans have value? How many of the women do they have to rape with impunity? How many people do they have to kill more with impunity? And then they are telling you, oh, IPOB killed 2 police, IPOB. But they told the number of those IPOB members, Biafrans members that were killed in a burial ground in Anambra State is still counting. Our life has no value in Nigeria. We must acknowledge this fact. If you know in your heart of heart that all these things are true, why is it that we are not standing up to fight to make sure that Nigeria is restored? You as a Biafran, you know what you are saying is the truth. What is holding you? What is delaying you? What are you waiting for to stand up and fight for the restoration of Biafra? Our veterans knew this truth. They wept the same way we are weeping today. And in their own way, they cried and say, why you delay who? Come and save your nation. Why you delay who? Come and save your nation. Why you delay who? Come and save your nation. Oh Biafra, why you delay? Why you delay who? Come and save your nation. Why you delay who? Come and save your nation. Why you delay who? Come and save your nation. Oh Biafra, why do you delay? Until we are gone as a people. The Nigerian state is our oppressor. And we must fight to the end. We must fight to the finish. We must fight till Biafra is restored. Because Biafra is our only hope. I'll be back in a minute.
Biafra is our only home. It is our only home. From the rising of the sun to the going on the same, we must fight till the end to restore our motherland. Oh, Biafra is our only home, is our only hope, Biafra. We must always strive to do what we have to do to restore Biafra back, hope of our children. Oh, Biafra is our only home, is our only hope, Biafra. From the rising of the sun to the going of the same, we must fight till the end to restore our motherland. Oh, Biafra is our only home, is our only hope, Biafra.
Biafra is our home, and the restoration of our home is the reason why we are here. At this moment, our lines are open. You are Biafra anywhere in the world. You are yet to join IPOB. I am asking you to send your name, your phone number, in your location to this WhatsApp line. The nearest coordinator will contact you. We will not always be visible because there may be need for us to improvise. They have learned and decided that they must kill us anywhere they see us. And believe me, it will not end in their favor. They are not yet ready for the outcome. We want them to disgrace themselves first of all. We will follow them log ahead. And that time they will come for you. They will kill you. You can be their puppet now. You can be an idiot inside Yoruba church, an idiot in the corridor of power, say Biafra. They will come for you. The Bible says it is not the will of Jesus that any should perish. It is not the will of Ipob that any Biafran should perish. But if you are an idiot, you want to perish, we will grant your request for you. We humble ourselves and say, look for the nearest Ipob and fight. I listened to one of my brother right yesterday, painfully. He said, imagine if all Biafrans in America will rise up and pay $1,000 to support this restoration project. Imagine the power we will win. All these economic policies being formulated in the zoo called Nigeria. You think it's because they want to build the economy? It is because they want to make sure they cripple us economically. One of the misery of IPOB is that DSS and Nigerian idiots have worked very hard to know the source of our funding. But nobody fund us. God fund us. Nobody fund us. Because most of the things we do here is utterly sacrifice. Men and women are willing and glad to do that. Look for IPOB and join. God will not do for man what man should do for themselves. And our WhatsApp line is 070815 45642. 070815 45642. Our direct line is 081221 52971. 081221 52971 is our direct number. The special number for the female is 081288 58614. 081288 58614 is the special number for the female. And now, caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Yeah.
Good morning from here. Your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Udenna Machugo Anthony. I'm calling from India. What I have to say this morning, I have to thank you for your good work for Biafran all over the world, to waking all Biafran all over the world. And I have to thank you because of your good job upon of Biafrans. And I thank our leader, I thank our deputy leader, I thank every principal officers all over the world. And I have a testimony this morning about Audio Zakalo. And so that all the politicians, all the governors, we know what they are doing to yourself. That the blood of Biafran they used to consume in one way or another to gain the seat, to gain the favor, to gain the what they need, are coming back to pay them one by one. Yesterday I remembered one video Audio Zakalo released against MAZI that he has DSS, he has this in army uniform. Why police are going in a house? Is army supposed to go there? One of my friends shared the video yesterday when he got the news about Audio Zakalo. I was so happy and glad. That's why I came online today and I said that I have a testimony about Audio Zakalo, because I'm so glad, so that those stupid people and so those fools in Biafra land call themselves politicians will learn something about this. They will learn that the blood they are wasting are coming back to pay them one by one. If we haven't paid you now because you're getting old, he will pay your son and he will pay to your generation, because those blood you are wasting is not you are the one made them to be in the land they be. And the God has a purpose for them to come out along the line, along the family, along the Biafra land to restore Biafra. And you wasting the blood. And I surely believe that the power from Chukwu Okike cannot allow them. And he must pay them one by one. From the heaven above, Obiano, and so many others, governors from Eastern region, Okorocha, and others, they must receive the punishment on the earth before they will die. Because of the blood they waste in Biafra land. Because of the atrocity they've done against our leader, because of the atrocity they've done against our brothers and sisters, to project Philip harassment, to rape our mothers, our sisters, and kill our brothers and sisters. They must pay the price on this earth. That's what I have to contribute this morning. Thank you so much, Jojo Nibe.
Thank you.
And I thank our national coordinator for India. I thank all the principal officers in India. I urge everyone, every Biafran who are living in land of India, to come along and join IPOB. That's the only hope we have. Even the land of India, we Biafran don't have any hope because they are using Nigerian government to threat every Biafran.
Thank you. Are you there, caller on the line? Caller on the line, are you there? Caller on the line. Good morning from here. Go ahead, please. Good morning from here.
I was listening last night from one of our brothers. Said that you are these people in our land and pretend that they are Biafrans. Because I don't know that, I don't see the reason. If we are the same blood with these people, how would they have that wickedness? How would they bear such wickedness in their hearts to treat us that way? Because what have we done to these people? Are they our brothers? If they are our brothers, why must they treat us in that such way? Because I know that communities will catch up to them very, very soon. Now, I cannot already be. I put in a from outside our person, our people. Now, I got it. Everywhere, every look at trend in Biafran. In that is uniform. Now, what are they searching? What are they doing? Or they never their problem. How can you do somebody and ask that person not to cry? The father beat it. I said, if I hear them out, is it possible? They are the ones holding our food. They are the ones holding our money. They are the ones holding our resources. They are the ones holding everything pertaining to us. And they ask us not to talk. Upon that, we have been struggling to end our needs. Now, 2 times to one. We are still living happily. We are still living more than them. Because they have pushed us to the wall. When they go to our brother's house, we run out of that place. Apart that other, I have a call so maybe so we cannot do it. We are a set of Daniel. I will say, I will be it is Satan. My brother, I told you, my brother, a sign of bow, my brother, even in this land. I have been saying it time without number that the land must swallow them. They can never say, the one you have like how about I used to be an apostle. This I know back what I'm not while I am into her. You know, they say to her, the land will wipe out their 4th generation because although people will be happy, any one of them, I will not be happy. Only my own will have, in fact, their 4th generation will be wiped out because no one will remain. And when you have a contradiction with that, if we have circumcision, even like the book of Nehemiah, when God moved in there, I can't get a good news. That's it. I do it. I'll begin but one another here and there. I said, no intermarriage will access go to our tribe and marry because these people will come with the wickedness to spoil us. Then Nehemiah asked, then the guy will make it with the children. I said, you got to have 12 years. Because if the blood, if any single blood of Boko Haram remains in this place, we don't have peace. So I am marking somewhere in the world, I am there somewhere, nature. Because already any of them that will remain. This can have a mind in the Buddha. We don't have land. Even the small one, I will have the land. We don't have food. How will the work of the Rhino have the land? We don't have money. I see another one I know. Even I wrote, only I have he got no civil disgrace. He got every one of them. He got no safety. He got no air. He got no custom. What is their problem? Everyone wants to get a home here. That is their problem. And then we go to do. As they are receiving the money, they are seeking us. I'm not sure. Will silence every one of them. They will never go unpunished in this land.
Thank you very much.
My comment.
We must continue.
The Nigerian military in declaring Ipob a terror group, this time coming from the former governor of Abia State, where the tensions stemmed Mr. Kanu has condemned the activities of the group, which he says were only being used by politicians for political reasons. He says the fight by Ipob for Biafra is not sincere and has asked the federal government to consider the 2014 confab to help douse the tension across the land.
When you go to a place, somebody shows army uniform. Somebody say he has Biafra intelligence agency. Somebody tell you he has Biafran army. Do you need to bring police? You don't need to bring police for God's sake. You need to roll out the army because he has challenged the sovereignty of our nation. And that is what it is. I don't know why people are shouting all over. I mean, Abia, I've seen mostly all the security chiefs. I've gone around I've gone around to see things by myself. That the governors are trying to rally around now. Let me be honest with you. Some of politicians we are playing politics with it. They are thinking these boys will help them to win the election. It's impossible. It's not our law. It's not our way. Election must be democratically done. These boys are not capable of holding anybody to ransom because they are not sincere. But fight for Biafra is not a sincere fight. It's destruction. If it's sincere, it will succeed. If it's not sincere, it's not. It does be. Because it's not sincere. What is sincere is that we must come back to see how Igbos everywhere we are, we must get equity. Restructure is the only way that we can go. Country must restructure. Socially, restructure does not mean divide the country. Restructuring means put things in order. We have gone past going to Abuja every month to share money. We are now thinking, how do we going to live together as a country? We should go back to the conference resolutions.
That is what one Nigerian is. If IPOB is here to say, we know, but we will outlive all of you. We are here to stay. Make no mistake about that. And all those of you who are singing like parrot for Nigeria, as a Biafran, get ready. Time will catch up. We are here. We are not going anywhere. We are Biafrans and we are here to stay. Call on WhatsApp. Are you still there?
MAZI George ONYIBE.
Good morning, my lord. Go ahead, please.
MAZI George ONYIBE. Onyo Gadrema 24/7. I remove my heart for you. My maximum respect to the leadership of IPOB, MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, and his deputy, Nwokike Uchemefo, and all the leadership of IPOB. Only the too much. Only the too much. This attack on the lawyer of IPOB is frustration. It's frustration. And I'm a Bomo Biafra that zoo I wanna pay. How can you go to a man's house, a reputable lawyer's house, a lawyer without any criminal charge, and you attack his house? You kill people in his compound. You burn down his house. You burn down every house surrounding his house. And you say you are the country. And you say you are the country. MAZI George ONYIBE, your topic tonight, I've said it all. Are we happy being treated like this? Are we happy being marginalized? No Biafra will say they are happy, apart from the Efulefus. Our leader said that anyone that served the zoo will return back in shame. Also Kanu, 12 years. It's coming, okay, see, nobody knows. Maybe his own will be 30 years. Will you be no? Maybe his own will be 35 years. Okay, and all of them. But I feel sorry for them. If they know what is coming, they know that Elu, Akoroha, Allah, they're not there. Zoo, they're not there. Biafra, they're not there. Because we shall not welcome them back after they served their years imposed by Jubri. It is absurd. What is happening in Nigeria today is absurd. It's absurd. If you talk, they say hate speech. Which country has a hate speech in the whole universe? Which country have a hate speech? Rochas Okorocha said that the illiteracy in the north, one day market women will be in the House of Senate. Market women, market men are already in the House of Senate. What law can they give us? What law can these people give us? From your analysis this morning, look at the money they are paying themselves. And there's abject poverty in the land. Abject poverty. This is a cult. Nigeria, the zoo is now a cult. A cult. A cult. Who wants this kind of place as a country? Nobody. What is happening in Nigeria cannot happen anywhere in the world. A cult. To listen to your program without getting angry. I'm sorry if I'm expressing my anger. I am angry. I am angry. What has happened to the Ipob people? What has happened to the Biafran race? Look at J.T. Spiff. We've seen them all. Edwin Clark. We've seen them all. Good luck, Jonathan. We've seen them all. We've seen them all. Why are these people so comfortable about serving our Fulani? I could remember when I was growing up. Igbo tribe, the Biafrans were at the top of the tree. We were respected. This is just jealousy. This hatred is just jealousy against the Igbo man. Everywhere they go in the world, they thrive. In Nigeria, they are thriving. And they want to cut us down. God will not allow them to cut us down, Master Church ONYIBE. God will not allow them to cut Biafra down. I'm advising every Biafran that feels this injustice, every Biafran that knows there's no hope, Biafra is our only hope. You played the record this morning. Every time you play that record, I cry. Biafra is our only hope. Biafra is our only hope. It's not good enough to come on Radio Biafra and talk. We must talk with our pockets. We are the only ones holding the struggle. If every Biafran can put hand in their pocket, sacrifice is not by mouth. We need money. We need money. If every man, every woman that comes on this Radio Biafra put their hand in the pocket to support the struggle, Biafra will come tomorrow. Look at Biafran television. It's no longer on air. And it's a program which we enjoy with Ada and Victor and Mas Elvis. It's no longer on air. It's money. This is not a child's play. The Biafran struggle is not a child's play. But
quite unfortunately, we lost that caller, but hopefully he will be able to call back. We must continue. Are you there, caller on the line? Caller on the line. Good morning. Go ahead, please.
Okay. My name is Victoria. I'm calling from Isalambana in the state of Nigeria, in Biafra land. My brother, I use the name of God Almighty to say it shall be well with my leader, Madinam Dekano. It is well with each of my four. They are blessed in the morning, they are blessed in the afternoon, they are blessed in the night. I agree that no weapon of any kind form of action against them that is prosper. I stand upon that degree, the degree upon Biafra land. Biafra land is blessed. Any man or woman trying to drink the blood of Biafra shall be dropped in their own blood. Your daily day, God Almighty shall keep you, sustain you and your family. You will reap the fruit of all your good labors. Your enemy shall be put to shame and disgrace. You say that we should say if we are happy, how can we be happy? When people that are supposed to protect you are the ones killing you, how can you be happy? Look at our so-called elite. We go to the town and to the rail to vote for them. When the place of Abuja, when we come back, we will come and split our blood of the state of their land. They will gang up against our enemies, against us to destroy us. To put us down. Yes, at the end, they will be destroyed. There is an adage that says that a fool is better for sacrifice. But the thing is that when they are from which tribe is this fool that they use to sacrifice come from, it is then that the shame will be before the tribe. Our politicians have brought shame and disgrace. Our politicians thought that if a person hates your father, has to do things that that person will love you, no matter how you pretend, no matter how you tell that person. They have said that your father has been subscribed to you. But our politicians are so blind and so stupid that they don't read the hard things on the wall. They continue fooling themselves. Look at somebody saying, they feel like me. illiterate, and uncircumcised, I don't know how to describe them, animals, telling somebody like a mega of course to come and kill a reputable man. A man of honor, a man of dignity, a man of integrity, to come and kill him. Knowing that he has an aged mother that has just buried his first child, that is supposed to bury her. This one has buried this man. In pain and in sorrow. They wanted to inflict upon that man. So they want to replicate what they did to our leader house, to that this my lawyer, because it's my lawyer, I'm a Biafran, it's my lawyer, it's not even a lawyer, it's my lawyer. So they want to kill that one. So that they supposed to lose his mother, lose everybody in the community of those him, who has saved his life. Property is property, you can use it. God says that when God was telling Abraham, I will bless you. Abraham said, how do I know that I will bless you? Bless me. He had been saying it for a long time. God says that I will take you to the land of Egypt. Then you will say that they will use you. They will make you as a slave. But I will promise that land that has caused you to cry. I will promise that country that has made you to lose your dignity. And Egypt suffered it up to today. This is how Elohim is going to punish Britain. This is how Elohim is going to make Britain to be a country. Britain shall never go unpunished because they have caused pain upon humanity. They have caused pain upon their land. They have caused our people to be joined in the Mediterranean. They have caused our young women to die in the desert and waters and animal services. They shall never go unpunished. And the people that is there with their tools shall never, they will be like an animal forever and ever. No matter them, that we get money the collectors, they are paying the same. Their plans are still better than them. So, these plans which should not be declared because of what they are saying. The word of God says that when you treat them, people like them, don't be declared, don't be worried. But the difference between today, that cannot see them tomorrow. When God wanted to deliver the people of Israel, we have that the Egyptians increased their level. And this is where they're increasing it to the earth now. So God is now to deliver us, and they have increased the earth. So our deliverance is very close to us. So let us have patience for our God is able to do us. They will need to reap what they sow. Our politicians will need to reap what they sow. I know that they are happy seeing us dying. They are happy seeing everyone being brought down one day. This is a powerful. God is going to do what to our Biafran politicians. What are going to do? The president is just somebody going to eat. They will need what they say they will do to them and their lineage. They will replace over 50% power of leadership in Biafra land. So I use the word of Elohim to bless my Biafra people. The God of Isaac and Jacob shall protect our land. Shall speak for us. Any evil man or woman in form of army, police, navy, no matter their guys that they are coming to Biafra land to kill, let the land of Biafra swallow you. This man that is all of us, his name is Opo. In our land, Opo is so good. What is honesty? That honesty and Biafra land shall swallow him and his lineage and his gang that wanted to cause this level of honor. May God save us, may God protect us, may God protect my leader, my deputy leader, my ancestral rep, may God protect you, all guide you, so that we keep Biafra and beyond. In the name of Abraham, I have
Thank you very much. Thank you. We must continue. Biafrans must understand that which plague us and ache us must be stopped. Call on the line, your name and where you calling from.
Hello, sir.
Good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
Okay. Only the one them because I will not go near Omoro. Abia State. Tranam. The Mukuna Bana too much, only a memo bit or Cook Magagozumono. There's a more passing on the color. There's a more Utemafo, the deputy leader. Only the secret, Biafra Canada. You see, no one that needed her to run a man. Only out on our way. Only somebody about Wegamaha. Maybe each Kumbre, Cook Kadamre, what do you come with our lawyer? Okay, let's cook Kadama to put our address because we don't have many boom where I feel.
You see, thank you very much. Caller, WhatsApp, are you there? Good morning from here.
No matter anything, anywhere, the planet, they will fail. Passing on the Kalake Buchoma, all the whole member of Ipob, we told that working hard for the son of Biafra, let's go back to the guide them and bless them in the mighty name of Kapia.
onye mazanye hodilo in a police ONYIBE. I want to use the opportunity to announce our meeting. It's coming Sunday. We want to tell our people from Nampula, those living in Zabezia, those living in Wamba, those living outside Nampula. We want to have our this week, Sunday. We want everybody to be here. No matter your here, you must any activity. Here, na kind of job. Here, I'm going to job. What time we meet in their board? I don't leave it and come close. But it's our last meeting. I want everybody to be here on Sunday by 4 o'clock. What's your panorama like at 4 p.m.? Anything that you can tell us, anything that you can tell us, how to move it, how to do it, we welcome you. You are a member, we welcome you to be here on that day. It's better that they want to do the meeting in TKC, it's coordinator, and you can do seminar. If you go to Vera, after the secondary school of Nampula province here, just or begin to the place. You want to the there, if you don't know, you can contact the number of our PRO 84 39 38. Let me repeat it again. 84 39 58 089. Phone number 84 29 450 66. Our PRO number. Let me repeat again. Our PRO number 84 39 98 089. I want everybody to be there on that day so that we can debate what we can do. We can make sure that the Nampula province cannot be formed. I thought what I can here. And welcome everybody. We are not going to everybody. This is if you want to be opportunity for this year to come and talk so that you can achieve what we are achieving. Well, to have something in mind, nothing but
thank you very much.
No. Thank you very much.
We must continue. Yes, caller on the line.
Yes, good morning. My name is Mary. I'm calling from Asylum, Biafran land. Yes, my brother yesterday, calling from London, asked a question. Who are these people in our land? The answer is clear. In the Bible book of 2 Kings, chapter 18, verse 18, he is the Assyrian king, Sennacherib. Their military commanders are the man, Rabshakeh, in 2 Kings, chapter 18, verse 19, while their military Boko Haram are in 2 Kings, chapter 19, verse 35. Now, both Buhari, Jubril, Abia State Police Commander, Anambra State Commander, the whole Boko Haram's military men are abusing our God Jehovah, basing on what they have, that is, the weapons. But let them remember Sennacherib, Rabshakeh, the army men with the angel of the Holy One Jehovah for one night. That is my belief. Mazi Onyiso, Mazi ONYIBE, Mazi Namdi, Mazi Uchenefo, please don't give up from praying, for that is the way Hezekiah used to break through. For Jehovah always listens to the prayer of the lonely one. Yes, he must surely bring us joy after your sorrows by raising Biafra up. Be strong, for God is breaking through your covenant. For the blood of our brothers and sisters are crying all over the world for God to do something good for us. And he will surely do for us. Remember Exodus chapter 14, verse 25. Pharaoh said, let us leave these Israelites to go, for Jehovah is fighting for them. Nigerian military force, Nigerian commanders, the whole Jew country must lament. They must release Biafra to go, for Jehovah is fighting for us. Yes. Shalom, Biafra.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Are you there, caller on WhatsApp? Are you still there?
Yes, that's ONYIBE.
Good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
Good morning from here, my brother. My name is MAZI, calling from Nasarawa State. MAZI ONYIBE, Tutoma, Mechuku Okikabiama Bagume, Mechuku Okikabiama bless your family, bless your children. Mechuku Okikabiama bless our leader Nnamdi Kanu Uchemofo. And say Nnamdi Kange so Mamne Jeje Nana Nnamdi Kange so Uchemofo Kange so Mamna Gaga Mamne Uchemofo Kange so Onyibe Kange so Mone Jeje Mona Nana Onyibe Kange so Biafra Kange so Mene Jeje Mena Nana Biafra Kange so MAZI ONYIBE Mechuku Okike Abiyama bless you. MAZI ONYIBE Mechuku Okike Abiyama bless you. MAZI ONYIBE Mechuku Okike Abiyama bless you. My name is MAZI Alamoka from Ihamufu Isuzo province. My brother, every morning I listen for you. Every night I listen for you. Like your topic every day. It make me I just feel fine every time. See what it happen for a flave, one flave yesterday. Or just occur 7 You see this man? God, our Chuku Okike Abiyama go destroy that man and the family. If he finally person family support this man, Chuku Okike Abiyama go destroy any person supporting this or just Okano. My brother, yesterday the news break yesterday. The whole we are there for Nasarawa State, my brother. See some people. See these Hausa people, my brother, see how they laugh. I pity these people. My brother, I don't have too much something to talk. My tell you say me Chuku Okike Abiyama go Zunu. Our leaders now. Nanda ndugu yuzuru plan ibia buye na head affair one by one. Must believe for this man. This is our leader. Onyamoma kaina funanya now. Chuku Okike kaina funanya now. Oh, my brother, I say make God, make Chuku Okike Abiyama give me this kind of heart where this Nnamdi cannot get. Give me this kind of heart where ONYIBE get. Some people say give order. Onwonya give me him and Nnamdi Kanu Obanki today, like Obomo Obanki today. My brother, bye my brother.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Our people must remain focused, no matter what they do, no matter their pretense. We must consider what we are going through as a people. Are you there, caller on the line? Monitoring spirit. Go ahead, please.
I cap for you. Emma, Dapa, Chuku Okike Abiyama is not ready to give this land. Biafra. We have the best scientists. This war, just come on your planet. We have the best professor, the best and the best of everything, and our land is blessed. And we have the best man on this earth. Imagine Nnamdi Kanu. How do I say that in English? Then the Jesus, then the get the fire. In our home by in United, everything looks so limited. How to go to Canada? What Alam? And I'm a Biafra again. Then all. Then you can form a 2. We Biafra my 1 came back. Then because I love Biafra. Then my guy supposed to catch a man. I want to call it. I just in the church on up to I evangelize every day. That place belongs to my own. I don't beg Biafra anything. I just need to be that. So that I think yesterday they say all the chief priests they are working with our district. No problem. Let me be chief priest of Biafra. And let me see who will come and tell our spirit to do everything to our people. Thunder. Biafra is the last miracle. And every Biafra all over the world, go and join any IPO unit to do that today. Because now it's a bit to use the IT. After who will say this? But it's only IPO that we say this. If our leader just say, let us just forgive him. And let us say this is just that they cannot kill him. We got my repent. Because we want our people to be alright so that we build our nation. I got to do that only for Ghana, so decide for us. Any day you say, let us just pick up. These people will accept their Biafra. I have Biafra.
Thank you very much. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
MAZI George ONYIBE, good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead, please.
God bless you. All the prophecies. I'm calling from Olu. I'm calling from my village, Oberu. My names are
Mr. Kingsley Anorigwe, MAZI Kingsley Anorigwe, one of the coordinators of IPOB in Olu Province. I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiama be your strength and everything in the mighty name of Chukwu Okike Abiama. Again, I can see the manifestation of our leaders' prophecies regarding to what happened yesterday to Idiotabo Ojozokano. Utaka Chineke ga-esi wee na-eme ka echiche ọjọọ n'ime nke ndị na-agba mgba megide Biafra na eche megide anyị. This is how it will be turning back to them. If Ojozokano were told that things would have turned around against him like this in this life, I don't think that he can believe that. But as it has happened now, let it be a strong lesson to those that are fighting against Biafra. Because God of Biafra will never let them go scotch-free like that. It remains in the word. Okezi Bazo, Rudy Obiano, Dave Omahi, Ruchas Okrosha, wherever he is. Anybody that is fighting against our freedom must never see anything like freedom in his life. Both woman or woman, anybody that is fighting against our freedom can never be free in his or her life. In the name of Chukwu Okike Abiama, I say, Mazi ONYIBE, it's only God, it's only Chukwu Okike Abiama to put all your trust in. Nnamdi Kanu put all his trust on Chukwu Okike Abiama. Uche Mefo put all his trust on Chukwu Okike Abiama. And we, general Biafrans, we all put our trust in Chukwu Okike Abiama. And therefore, Chukwu Okike Abiama can never disappoint us. He can never let us down. He can never disappoint us. He has predestined us to have our freedom. And I know, I strongly believe that from now till the year 2020 passes on, our freedom must surely come. That is my prayer. That is my presumption. That is my optimism. In the name of Chukwu Okike Abiama, all of us shall live and see Biafra restored. Thank you, George Oyinbo. God will continue strengthening you in the name of Chukwu Okike Abiama.
Thank you, my brother. And hopefully this is where we draw the curtain for this morning segment. Biafrans across the globe, it is time to reevaluate our stand. And for the last time, push this zoo to where it belongs to, shithole, inside the shithole. We will not apologize to anyone. We will simply do what we are supposed to do. But in the end, we are here for one purpose and one purpose alone. As I sign off for here, truly appreciate those of you who were able to call in, and sincere apology to those that cannot take their call. Few hours from now, we will continue from where we stop. Let's not forget that on Saturday, 7 p.m. Biafran time, our leader Mazi Kanu will be here to address issues, matters of utmost importance as regards us as a people. We will all accept the truth. We will all defend the truth. We will all live by the truth, as he will prophetically declare the word of Chukwu Okike Abiama regarding Biafra land. Don't forget, it's on Saturday, 7 p.m. Biafran time. And so, honestly, I sign off from here. Remain blessed and remain focused.
Them I don't want to kill. We need to go, we need a freedom. We need a Biafra restoration. United Nations declare them wanted because they want to kill us. They want to wipe us. They want to finish us. They are the one. The Boko Harams. They are the one. Please declare them wanted. They are the liars, they are the cheats, thieves, and the criminals who hurry. You are the one. Boko Haram, we know you. Israel, you are there. Support United Nations to declare them wanted. They want to Islamize us. They want to kill us all. They are the one Boko Haram. They can't stop Biafra. They are the baboons and the monkeys. The people that just said they are liars. They are the baboons and the monkeys. They want to kill us, no way. They hear from us time. There's no going back, cause we are the will of God. You need a God, you need a weeping, you need a worship. Muhammad Buhari, you are the one, you are the reliable we know you. You need a God, you need a weeping, you need a worship. Muhammad Buhari, what is your mind? Oh, Abashaya, you are the mind. 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 Soldiers in the zoo, feel very well, reason very fast. Come and join us now. Biafra is very real. Navy in the zoo, police in the zoo. Come and join us now. Biafra is very real. We want to Islamize. Come and join the Biafra now. Come and join the better place. Mohammed Buhari, you are the failure to Nigeria. Mohammed Buhari, you are the Boko Haram. We know all. Isoko, Icho, we are all Biafran. We keep your shit, we get it. We are all Biafran. We are Biafran. We are Biafran. Nobody can stop us now. Nobody can stop Biafran now. Come and join us. Biafra is real. They want to Islamize us. They want to kill. They are the ones. The Boko Harams. Muhammad Buhari, the president of the zoos. You are a failure. You cannot stop us now. We know you. We know you.